I am sure sports. You know me there. I'm coast to coast representing. I mean, I say this is righteous representing for Omar. You don't know, come get the sports over here from near and far. Boy. Me say I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. If me not sure, that me not say it. Know who score, that me not say it. Never know the game play, that me not say it. If me never seen a game, me not know who play. For your sports news, better come over here so. For your soccer news, then come over here so. If you don't love sports, still come over here so. For the day done, you are gonna love over here so.
So when it comes on to behavior concerning football, Jamaica is decent. I am sure that if we can get all of these things done, set in place by the end of April, it gives us enough time before the World Cup campaign. Not afraid of no Brazil, no Argentina with these crap of players. We are good enough. Remember to like, subscribe, share. Listen, comment, let me know what your thoughts are.
Trick Nick Jerk Marinade gives your meats and vegetables authentic Jamaican jerk flavor. The spices are directly from Jamaica. Spices like jerk seasoning, allspice, scotch bonnet pepper, fresh scallions, thyme, ginger, and garlic. The key ingredients to a great jerk marinade. 0% sugar and low in sodium. You want to try it?
Made up of 18 Jamaican herbs and spices, add delicious, bold flavor to your next grilling experience. Flavoring sauce, a marinade, basting, condiment, or topping. Trick Nick Jerk Barbecue Sauce.
All right, good evening. Welcome back to the channel. I am Management, and this is I Am Sure Sports. Again, I want to warmly welcome you, especially those who are viewing us for the very first time. Welcome to the platform. And so what we ask our first-time viewers and guests to do is to hit the subscribe button and also to like the channel, like the videos, and share the content. All right, it's very important that you do that. It helps with the algorithms, as they say, and that is good for our guests, and it's good for all of us because we want to have healthy, robust, and educational discussion and conversations. All right, as usual, we always want to take time out to give thanks to the Most High God for life, because without him, we are nothing. Apart from him, we are nothing. And it is in him we live and move and we have our beings. And every day you get up and you have breath in your lungs, you have to look to the Most High. Look to the hills from whence cometh your help. Your help comes from the Most High God. Today, I have the privilege of speaking with a distinguished young Jamaican. I mean, talk about the accomplishment from prep school to high school to senior ranks in sport. He has produced the goods. I mean, dominant in two sports in his early years, in track and field, and also in the sports of football. And I even remember when he made that decision to think, after having great performances in track and field and in football, winning with his high school, that many people thought he was going to be the next big footballer because he comes from a family that has a deep footballing pedigree, and including his father, who they call Teacher Hyde. But he ventured into track and field, and I know that there are many watching and hoping and looking to see what would happen, but he excelled. He has had seasons of injuries, and he has pushed past all of those barriers. I think the story is that he will share with us today will be inspirational for every young man, every young woman. And for those of us who are grown adults and maybe not involved in sport, I believe there'll be some perspective that will help us as a people to just understand that we have to believe in ourselves, even when others don't believe in us. A very modest young man, hardworking, diligent. And so it gives me great pleasure in introducing to I Am Sure Sports and you, our faithful viewers and subscribers, none other than Mr. Jaheel Hyde. And please understand, it is Jaheel. Jaheel. You understand me? You know the heel of your foot? Yeah, and the J-A for Ja. You understand me? Mean it. You know that heel business around here? It's just keep it and protect it. Mr. Hyde.
Yeah. And then when you get a better intro than that. What an intro.
Yeah,
Thank you. Thanks for having me. I'm happy to
that
be
heel,
here.
yeah, man. Happy New Year, man. That heel belongs to Ja. You understand me? What my injuries, but Ja keep it and protect it all of those
Yeah.
years, you know? So he give us thanks. I got that because somebody said that you should never marry someone named Natasha. Because when you turn Natasha around, he said, a Satan. You understand me? That's what, if you look. So, watch. Natas.
Mhm.
That is Satan spelled backwards, you know.
Yeah.
And then the AH, which is Natasha,
Mhm.
would be a Satan. So they said, don't be in a relationship with a girl with that name. So I don't know. So Jaheel, bless up.
Yes, man. Blessings.
Yeah, man. How you doing? How the family?
Good, everybody's good. Here, just taking it a day at a time. Just in training mode now, so there's a lot of hard work. So, I mean, as I said, just taking it day by day. Everybody is good, in good spirits.
Yeah, I had training today.
Yeah, I was training early this morning in the sun. So it was a tough one, but
in the sun. Right, because
yeah,
you don't train in Jamaica, right? You don't train
Mm-mm.
in Jamaica presently.
No,
Okay.
Texas.
Okay. In Texas. Whoa.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, I mean, and how all right. So let's not get there. Let's start at the beginning. Listen, when people hear about a Hyde, you know, the first thing every Jamaican does is say Lenny Hyde. Like
Mm-hmm.
once you hear Hyde, no matter and they're involved in sport, the first thing people talk about is they go right back to Teacher Hyde, which is who is your father.
Yeah.
So I want you.
Yeah.
This is not the Lenny Hyde son story. This is the Jaheel Hyde story. So
So yeah,
want
but
you
that
to
should make
tell him.
me walk with that tag there a long time.
There you go. Yeah, Teacher Hyde's son. That is God. So
Mm-hmm.
tell the people a little bit about your childhood and your involvement in sport from the prep school level all the way through high school.
So of course I grew up in a sports house. So my dad, I grew up seeing my father, coaching football all his life. Obviously I never got to see him play, but from an early age I was like going to training with him. I was rushing home from school, Vast Prep, and trying to catch him to go to train with him. So my love for sports started from then, which was football. The first sport I did was football. We used to do a little swimming here and there, dibble and dabble in everything. And and then once you're in prep school, you do every sport. And then the other sport was track.
Yeah.
But I was better in football. And then as when football season finished, that's from like September to December, and then track is from January onwards. So you just always wanted something to do. You never want to go home early. So that is how I got involved in sports. And just my father did football, my older brothers did football. So it was inevitable to do a sport and football per se. So it was from that growing up, and it's just it's just based on your environment. Your environment will shape you. So I was in a sporting environment. So going to Vast Prep, that's where I started out, in football and track. And I was playing with the bigger guys I was in grade 2. I made the Vast Prep team from I was in grade 2. So.
Right. And that team had your bigger brother on it.
Yeah, that team had my bigger brother, Jamie.
Jamie.
Yeah, he was the goalkeeper at the time. He was a goalkeeper.
He was the goalkeeper.
Yeah, my first year he was a goalkeeper. He was a goalkeeper.
Okay.
Chulups, Damien Lowe. He was playing centre back defense. I don't remember if he's central or defense, but yeah, he was there. And then Fast forward grade 3, Jamie become an outfield player. And yeah, I played with a lot of the guys that are playing now.
Okay, cool. All right, so I mean, you did well in football at Vaz. Did you participate at like prep school, prep champs at Vaz? And if so, like what events would you do? Or it was just like sports day that you really did track and field and focus on football?
So class 3 only do, I think you do 50 meter and 80 meter. So I did 80 meter and 80 meter and long jump. I think I was a jumper at first. So I did long jump all my prep school years.
Whoa.
And then fast forward to class 1, I started doing 400. And then going to Woolmers, after that, going to Woolmers, I was mainly a long jumper. So when you left
Vaz to go to Woolmers, firstly, was that the school that you wanted to go to?
100%, first choice.
Okay. Why? Why?
What
was it about Woolmers? Yeah.
My mother used to go to Woolmers.
Because your brother was at KC, right?
Jamie was at KC, and I already wrote that off. At first, I wanted to go to KC, but I wrote that off because I never wanted to go to KC and just be Jamie the brother. So we go to school where we can write my own name. So you went there as a long jumper. Okay.
I
went there as a long jumper. I did long jump champs. I got a bronze medal in long jump at champs. Many people don't know that. In class 3.
A bronze medal?
Yeah, I did sprint hurdles as well. I came second in the sprint hurdles and we got second in the 4x1.
That's class 3. Your first year. That's first year. Class 3?
So my first year when I was in first form, I managed to make the team for the 400, but I never made the finals. So that was me at 11, 12. But that's the year that we won champs. The champs 100.
Oh, that was Ski,
Extal
Jordan Fort and those guys. Extal. Yeah,
no, Jordan Fort left when Julian Fort.
Yeah.
Julian Extal, skiing, all of them. So I was a kid at that time.
Okay. Okay. And so you're in class 3, first year, did 400 meters. Didn't make the final.
Sorry, when you just go in class 4. So I was in class 4, then class 3. So I ran at champs as a class 4 athlete in class 3. Then after that, I went back to...
Okay, that's a
second
class
year.
3.
Yeah, I stopped to throw with the 400 and then go back to long jump. And that's when I started doing sprint hurdles.
Okay, so you got the bronze medal in the long jump and you got a silver in the hurdles.
Yeah, and silver in 4x1.
Okay, and silver in 4x1. Okay, and then so every year since that time that you have gone to champs, you have medal.
No, the year after that I did a medal. I came 6th in the sprint hurdles. 2012. Came 6th.
Okay.
Never medal that year. It wasn't a good year. It was my first year. It was my first year in class 2.
Class 2. Okay.
Yeah. So
did you stop doing long jump at that time?
Yeah. I was all over the place.
What? Well, why did you put it down? I mean, why did you put down the long jump, seeing that you had medal in it in your second year of class 3?
I mean, to be honest, it was the first year up in that class. So you have the guys them from their first year, which is now their second year. Yeah, so they were better than me. So they got chosen over me to do the long jump, but I was good enough to do the sprint hurdles.
Okay. All right. So you're doing all of this track and field. What is happening on the football side at Woolmers? Are you still playing football while you're having all of this
100%.
Pepsi and Coles?
Pepsi, Coles. I play Pepsi. Because the football season is from September to November, December. And then you rest the Christmas and then you start training for champs January. Well, that's me. That's my schedule. So we still play Pepsi and we never win Pepsi. We lose gear story. For Pepsi, we were playing JC, we were leading 3-love. And then I had to go in the goal because we keeper get hurt. And we lose that match.
That was not good.
we lose that match upon penalties.
Oh, so you're up 3, so they scored 3.
No, they only score one on me. We going when it was 3-2.
Okay, and then it went into penalties.
Yeah, but me kick first, me miss by a penalty, and then never save a penalty.
Oh Lord, that was at Pepsi.
Pepsi, yeah, and then Coles. I never played Coles a full season. Leave Pepsi, go straight to Manning Cup. And then when you drop out on Manning Cup, you go back down to
went and play Coles.
Yeah, for like the remainder games. So I won Coles 1 year.
Which would be the same team that would have lost to JC in Pepsi, basically. Coming to play.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
So we win that year, we got All Ireland finals. We get 7-love from Cornwall.
That was Jordan Fletcher.
No. Jordan Fletcher, way younger than me.
Oh, who was that? Who was in that Cornwall College team?
I don't remember, but I know one of the youth them used to the tracks. He used to the triple jump.
Okay. And
we get 7-love.
In the All Ireland.
Yeah.
All right. So that is Pepsi, Coles, and like I said, you are playing Manning Cup because at that you'd advance out of your group in Manning Cup at the same time, but because you never won anything in Manning Cup until you guys did the title. I think in the final year.
We never win Manning Cup. Yeah, we lose in the finals. We never win Manning Cup.
You lost in the final. Yes, at the JC, stadium. Yeah, you lost to the same JC. Wasn't that the same JC team that beat you in the under 14?
I mean, them supposed to be the same team, but these teams they're heavy on recruiting. So.
Oh, so Wolmer's don't recruit.
Not as much as these teams.
Okay. But so the team that did let's get this part down. The team that won Colts, was it the same Manning Cup team that basically the team that transitioned to the Manning Cup you lost?
No. Oh. Different crap. As we say, the team everybody recruits, so we get new players, everything.
Yeah. Okay. Somebody saying that big up the big baller striker Jaheel who beat up St. George's as Constant Spring in Manning Cup 3 or 4-0. Score a hat trick, I think.
Yeah, I remember that game.
Yeah. So you beat St. George's and you went to the finals against JC and lost.
Yeah, so we played George's. We actually played George's twice that season. We played them the semifinals. Was it that year? No, this was different. I don't remember if it was the same year, but the year when we go to finals with JC, we played George's. We win from penalties at stadium in the semifinals.
Okay. So tell me about that JC game. How you lost that game? What happened?
Boy,
they were just better than you?
No, we are lead. Me scored 2 goals. We are lead 2-1 up to 5 minutes left. Them equalize, and then you go extra time, and then in the extra time, them just beat we. When you go extra time, anything can happen. Everybody tired, all of that. So it was just unfortunate, so we couldn't hold out the 5 minutes.
Okay. So you didn't win the Manning Cup, but you went to the finals of the Manning Cup. What about Walker Cup?
Yeah, we win Walker Cup. Like we probably win like 4 Walker Cup, to be honest. 3 or 4 Walker Cup title. In
your time at Wolmer's, you won.
Yeah.
And you also played in the Champions Cup and got to the semifinals.
Yeah. Holy Trinity beat with 1-love.
Yeah, lost.
This was the first season of the Lime. They call it Lime Super Cup at the time.
Right. And many people had Wolmer's to win the Super Cup that season.
Yeah.
And Holy Trinity, I think, defeated you and knocked you all.
Yeah, in the semis. 1-love. Them score from like the first minute and we just score.
Okay. Okay. All right. So that is kind of funny. But and then what about national team? Were you ever called to U15, U17, U20s during the time of playing football?
Yeah. So I was a part of the U17 team in 2012, 2013, we played the Caribbean qualifiers. We won those 2 games. I was the leading goal scorer for the team. And when that was in 2012, so the 2013 year now when we were supposed to go play the CONCACAF round was when I made the switch. Well, not the switch, but to focus solely on track.
Whoa. Like, was that a hard decision though? Like, seeing that you had played in the preliminaries, now you're in the big stage. Was there like people saying, no man, just play the tournament and then you can go to the track? Was that, there was no pressure?
No, there was no pressure. I don't really listen to the outside noise. I just, talk to the people in my circle and my support system. And at the time, the championships that year, the both of them would
conflict.
Conflict. Yeah, so I had to choose one. It's not like, because obviously I can't do part-time training with the national team, and you definitely can't do part-time training with track and field.
Yeah.
So it's just a decision that I had to make at the time.
And that year you had a big year at Champs because you I think you won the 110 hurdles and the 400-meter hurdles.
No, so that was the year after. That year at Champs, I came second in the sprint hurdles and second in the 400.
Oh, and the following year now, it was when you did a record.
Yeah, that was my first year running 4 hurdles. So that year in 2013, I went to after choosing track, I went to World Youth, and then I won that year. So that was my first global world medal. But
you didn't win at Champs though?
No.
Who defeated you at Champs?
O'Hara.
Oh, right. So O'Hara defeated you in the 110 hurdles.
Yeah.
And who defeated you in the 400?
Baker.
Oh, from JC.
Baker. Yeah.
From JC.
Well, that race, all 3 of us ran the record, the Champs record.
In the 400-meter hurdles?
Yeah, so we were the first 3 athletes to go under 47 seconds, sub 40 seconds, 47 in class 2.
Do you think that was a race, in retrospect, a race that you could have won if you did something different? Or you think like they were just better than you at the time?
I was actually the favorite. I had the fastest time going into the finals, but Baker just show up on the day better than we. There's no.
JC was trying to win Champs, and Wool was probably maybe that.
That race you can't be upset because my personal best was going into Champs was 49.3, and for run 3 seconds faster than your time going into Champ after the game after the championship. I mean, you're on 46.9 and I'm on B to you just have to say you're better than me.
They said that it was Baker, Manley, and Hyde.
Yeah.
Okay.
3 of us. Yeah.
Okay. And the 110 hurdle, it was you, O'Hara, and I
don't remember who come third in. I think it was an ex-Calabar athlete. Selvin, I think. Shani Selvin or something like that.
Okay.
Them call him Seabreeze.
What did they call you? Like in football back in the days or track and field in high school?
Well, at Woolmans, everybody call me Stella. Like, if you know me from Woolmans, everybody call me Stella. But for football, everybody used to call me RVP, Robin Van Persie.
Okay.
At the time, that was my baller.
All right. So that was the world youth or the world junior, because I know both of them are different.
So I won world youth, world youth Olympics, and world juniors.
Okay, so you have a goal in the world youth, goal in world juniors, and goal in the world Olympics.
Yeah, youth Olympics. Yeah,
youth Olympics. All right. So at Carifta now, because you'd have had a few years at Carifta. All right. So you won under 17 at Carifta and under 19.
I win every individual race at Carifta.
Yeah.
Every individual race.
Including
There's 1 year I run 200 1 year at Carifta and come third.
All right. So people don't know. Listen.
A lot of people don't know all of these stuff.
Saying that. So you run 110, 200, 400. You did 400 hurdles. You did long jump. All right. So tell people about your 200 exploit because you have some times. I don't know. Do you know some of your times you have, or you don't remember
man.
them?
Yeah, man. I know every time. My 200 PV is 20.7. 400, 45.7, 4 hurdles, 48.03, 110, 12.9. The only thing we never hit run is 100 meter.
Oh, whoa. So you could have done 200 meters.
I wouldn't say I could have done 200 meters. It was just at that track meet, the competition wasn't,
Okay.
that competitive.
But you did it at Carifta.
Yeah, I did it at Carifta. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay. I also have a Panam goal as well.
That was
Which was
that's my most
in
recent
2023. Yeah.
Yeah, in November in Chile.
In Chile. And I also have Commonwealth.
I've come on with bronze and silver.
And silver. Right. What about World Championship? Your best finish is
6.
6.
Yeah.
And Olympics?
The Olympics only to the semifinals. The last Olympics I fell. The first one I was 19. So this year is a redemption year,
And how you feeling? How you feeling in terms of doing your PB and all of that?
I mean, the training is on the right trajectory. I had my first race last weekend, Saturday gone. So it was promising, given that, all the obstacles that we as athletes face, injuries and all of that. So it's on the up and up. My next race is in Bermuda next week, the 28th. And then I go run in Jamaica on May 11th. So make sure anybody watching, they come out and come to the stadium.
Definitely.
Yes.
May 11th, and that is the racers.
No, that's Jamaica Invitational.
The Jamaica Invitational. Oh, not the racers. All right. May 11th.
Yes.
You're doing your 400 hurdles.
4 hurdles. Yeah. My hurdles.
Okay. All right. You hear that, people? Make sure to go out, go support the man, Understand?
Not even only me, just the track meet itself. But I think bleachers is free, so no excuse.
Yeah, you know what is how does it feel as an athlete? I mean, because you go overseas and you're running in front of packed stadiums almost everywhere. When you compete out of Jamaica, then you represent Jamaica. But when you run in Jamaica, the stadium is, except for champs, think with the exception of champs, even when they keep Carifta, the stadium is not packed. So champs is really the deal. How does that?
So us track and field athletes for Jamaica, especially if you compete at champs. So we always say if you can compete at champs, you can compete anywhere in the world. But I mean, I don't know what we have to do to get the stadiums full. Of course, people like fast running and all that. So it just depends on who's running at the meets. So I'm hoping that in the coming years that will change, because we really love to run in a packed stadium at some point in time.
Yeah, and I know a lot of persons throughout your careers you have also had some injuries. I think a couple of seasons, and a lot of persons believe that some of those injuries set you back. Like you probably started out and look very well. Is that just because of the workload, the kind of event that you do?
You say me specifically or just generally?
Yeah, man, just generally, because you've had a couple of seasons where you have had some niggles that probably, I think even like you said, you pulled up at the last Olympics.
No, the last Olympics I fell and dropped.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But generally, it's a lot. Track and field take a huge toll on your body because you're literally pushing your body 100%, almost like 3 days out of the week, 4 days out of the week. So it's a lot of recovery you have to do, but a lot of athletes, injuries are just a part of it. It just so happens that when we get our injuries is when you're running at top speed, when your muscles working the hardest. So if you get a little nick right there, it's just hard. For me, I used to get injured every year. I used to tear my hamstring, strain my hamstring every single year. But there are things that you have to do as an athlete to change that. I changed a lot with like my warm up, recovery, all of that. So you just have to find what works for you.
Yeah, and how about your diet? I mean, do you have a specific kind of diet that helps you to remain healthy, or specific times when you eat, as a routine, to kind of keep you, like I said, fresh and ready and having less injuries?
I'm probably not the best athlete to talk about diet, but I do try. My wife, she keep me in check for the
Yes.
most part, so but generally speaking, I'm probably not the best athlete to speak on diet, because I think I just, eat anything, any type of food. But of course, when it come close to competition, you have your cutoff time. So I tend to I try not to eat after 5 or 6.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of things is that people always like, when I watch the race and we see Jaheel Hyde, one thing that always comes up is how you start, because we have never seen you start slow.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember, like, you're always like blazing, and it, like with the 400-meter hurdles, I don't know, you have to tell us. They always say that 400-meter hurdles is the hardest track event to do. I don't know if that is true. You are the athlete.
My opinion, that's not true. But it's one of the hardest. The hardest event is the 400, believe it or not.
The 400?
Yes. You feel more pain when you finish running the 400. Because look at it. Even though you're going over hurdles, your 400 time is naturally faster than your 4 hurdles time, right? So therefore you're running faster, your muscles working more, you're building up more lactic, so you feel more pain. And that's what we use to judge it, based on it being the hardest.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, that's good to know, because I've always heard people say 400-meter hurdles is a more difficult race. So I'm glad that you have clarified that. I mean, but your strategy is always to go out fast. I mean, is that just how you are? Or you want to be in the lead, or you just believe that you have the strength and the stamina to do to manage your pace throughout the race?
Well, to be honest, that's been my strategy from high school. But as you can see where the event is at right now, if you're not running like that, so you basically don't have a chance, but it's just about getting stronger to hold that pace or that speed endurance. You just have to build up your speed endurance, and so that you can hold that speed for longer periods of time. But I mean, you have different ways to skin the cat, right? So I know that that's probably one of my faults in track and field, meaning going out too hard and then not being able to finish, because that has costed me a couple of finals. Like every year that I run the semifinals, I'm either in the lead or in second, and then just can't finish. So I'm working on that. I mean, I won't tell my strategy right now, but we're working on it. Yeah, you just see it. We're working on.
We have to delete that part of the video. You understand me?
It's going to be a different athlete this year. Trust me.
Awesome. That's good to hear. But we have Benjamin. That's the American
Master, yeah.
And Warholm. Those are like the three.
You have three. You have four. You have Master, Dos Santos, Warholm, Benjamin. So those are like the top four, consistent top four people.
Right. So I mean, so you believe no in this Olympic, in a race, because you're gonna be in the finals, Once you're healthy, definitely. You're gonna be in the finals.
I appreciate that.
No, listen, I always believe that you have not had like a full injury-free season. So I hope like this one is one where you're the best prepared. I mean, you're gotten older, so you're more mature now, and you'd have learned from some of those things. And being around and did, races with these guys, including like the Diamond League and stuff, and understand, some of their strategies. So we should better prepare. So I believe that this Olympics is the Olympics where you make your name. So in that final, somebody said he got some competition in Jamaica with Russia too. But
So yeah, for sure.
yeah.
I was going to say that to you. Like, me have to clear Jamaica first. Before we get to that, yeah, Russia. Me and him used to train together, so I know what he's about. I know what he's capable of. So, as I
Yeah.
said, we have to clear Jamaica first because he's a part of like the top 5 now, right? He was based on times like top 5 last year.
Okay.
So, I have to clear him first. But obviously, it's 3 go to the Olympics. So, but the aim is just to get into the finals.
Yes.
The thing with track and field, well, the thing with sports in general is the match have to play and the race have to run. So Brazil cannot face Jamaica. The match have to play. Anything can happen. The ball around. See Barcelona and PSG play today. Barcelona get 4, right? The match them have to play. The race have to run. So I said that for say anything can happen. It's a race.
Yeah.
It's a finals. Everybody nervous. There's nerves. I will always bet on myself in a finals.
Yeah. I see Coach Mins is saying that because he's a track and field, he said there's a next athlete in the college system that also did 47.9, a Jamaican.
No,
as well.
he's not Jamaican. He's American.
He's an American. Okay.
Oh wait, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if he's Jamaican or American.
Yeah. But that's
he's not. He's not a Jamaican. He's an American youth. He's an American college.
He's an American. Okay. Okay. And I mean, so how was your first race? I mean, I know you said you did your first race recently. How do you assess it in terms of what you wanted to accomplish?
So my goal time for the meet was 46.4, and given that I just had 2 months worth of training and to produce that time, that's a good sign. I have a next 400, as I said, next week in Bermuda. So if conditions are good, that should be a good one as well. So things are on the up and up for me. I just have to stay injury free, and just work it.
Yeah, you don't normally participate in like the relays. Is it that the hurdles take up 3 rounds of the hurdles if you get to the final? Takes up so much that it becomes like extremely difficult for you to really participate in the hurdles, given that, I mean, you think like your time, if it were the flat 4, would probably match up with some of those 400-meter runners.
So I ran the 4x4 at the Olympics.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, we came, we come 5th or 6th, 5th in the finals. So I did run the heats and the finals, but we had like some mix up like around the exchange zone, so that we kind of throw away off. But it was a good experience. I would love to run, a decent 400 time this year, or even run a fast 4 hurdles so that I can be selected for the 4x4s this year.
Yeah. So I see, Mr. E, I'm going to take a couple of comments. He says, Jaheel, my gut feeling, it's your crowning year once you get your race strategy right and stop going out blazing. No, but he says that is what he is. Maybe it is not to stop going out blazing, like he said, but to what am I going to do to maintain that sort of speed to the end, because it puts you in a good position to also go out blazing.
Yeah, like, I mean, that's just how the event is right now. Like, unless you're super fast where you can use up less energy but still stay with the pack. But if you make the pack leave you, better you stop running, so.
Yeah, because, I mean, how do you catch back the Santos and...
The Santos, the Warholm, the Benjamin, the McMaster, the Rashawn Clark.
You're not catching back those guys.
You're not catching back nobody.
Because, honestly, the 400 hurdles, sometimes you look at it, it's like a regular race.
Sprint.
It's like it's like a sprint. So there's no relax on the backstretch kind of a thing,
Yeah, there's no relaxing.
There's no relaxing.
I mean, the only way I would say you can relax is you try to get to the first or the first, and you close down the gap. That way, you have more time to relax than the other person who is trying to catch up. That's it.
With the hurdles, right?
Yeah, with the hurdles.
Are the middle lanes better, or like the outside lane, like like 7 or
Ideally, if you're running a curve race, you want the outside lanes. My preferred lane right now, when I just started running, was 6, but now is 8.
really
Give me lane 8
in
all
in,
day,
in,
every day.
in the hurdles?
Yeah, you want me more day in the race. The race I got up on the outside, so we want in the race. If me get lane 2, lane 3, lane 1, I'm out of the race.
Whoa.
So give me lane 8 every day. When me go Jamaica for me 11, me I go ask for lane 8.
Listen, I want to see you running lane 8 in
No
Jamaica.
problem.
I hope they
You know
can
see
do
Van Niekerk run world record out of lane 8.
that one time. One time. Um, so some person are asking, why did you choose the 400-meter hurdles over the 110 hurdles?
So obviously I was doing 400 and 110. So it was just meeting in the middle, combining the two of them and just doing both. My high school coach is the one that introduced me to 400. That's Mr. Harley. Big up to Mr. Harley. When he first pitched it to me, I was like, no, not of that. But then, I gave it a try. The first ever hurdles race I did around 53.2 or something like that, 53. And literally jogging that race because it was my first time and I never really know what to expect around 53. And, the rest is history. So when I became a professional now, I actually tried the 110, was training for it, everything, but I didn't like it. The hurdles was too high. I felt like I was jumping. But, with more practice, you would, get it. But I didn't have time for that. I had to also be focusing on my, pet event.
Yeah. And I mean, you have also made one of the other transition you made is that now you train, like you said, in Texas. You're there with your family and stuff. How different is that from, your preparation in Jamaica?
Different environment. The greatest thing, the transition was easy for me. Like, it was seamless for me because, I have my family here with my wife and daughter. So, having them to come home to after training, that's a plus, So it's pretty much just like Jamaica. Here is nice. I came, hit the ground running. There were two other Jamaicans here, so they kind of helped me to adjust. So it was smooth. The only thing that was a shock to me coming here was that it got cold. It gets cold.
Yeah.
It gets very cold.
Yes, yeah, that is true. All right. But recently, we also heard that you completed some coaching course as well. And many people are saying, well, man gave up on football to the track and field. Now the man going to coaching course in football. Why not do the coaching course in track and field? So, yeah.
I mean, I don't really have no qualifications in football, so I had to do that to get the paper. In track and field, you're already doing track, you're already an Olympian. That in itself is enough. You're in the sport. You're in the sport. I want to be. I don't know what kind of coach I want to be. I want to be a track coach or a football coach. But my heart is with football. I'd love to coach football. But I'm also not against coaching track. Because
because I see so you're saying that you had to get qualified as a football coach, but the fact that you're Olympian and this big athlete, it already gives you some leverage in coaching track and field.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying? If you have that to your resume already, and 2-time Olympian, soon 3-time Olympian, so it is, that's why. Because for the Pan Am Games, when I won the gold medal, I was coaching myself.
Whoa.
Yeah, I coached myself to that gold medal.
When you say coach yourself, like leading up to it or at the games itself?
No, leading up. So the track season that year it finished in August. Come home, rest for a week. 7 weeks. I trained myself for 7 weeks, almost 2 months. So just come, write my workout, do a lot of reading, watch a lot of videos, and just write my workout. Just
So you know what the question people are going to ask. So if you did it by yourself and won a gold medal, why would you then go and get a coach? That is what people are going to ask.
No, so this Olympics, I was thinking about that, but it's good to have somebody who is experienced in the field and know to coach it throughout a 5-month season per se. So my coach now is Coach Coleman. This is the first time I'm saying that. Fitz Coleman, Hansa Parchment coach. So, I just entrusted him with it, and we just click same time.
Okay, listen. That man got a lot out of Hansa Parchment, so I know that he's very good at it. Yeah. That's interesting. Okay, all right. So listen, somebody's saying that Coach Busy from the coaches just say, I knew. Yeah. Yeah. So I see Usain Bolt who did this. I see some Americans who do track and field end up going into the NFL, even if they're going to punt or be on special teams and stuff like that. All right. I mean, you're not 30 yet, so and this is an Olympic year. Have you thought about with my accomplishment in track and field, maybe I should, like Usain Bolt was attempting to get into football in terms of playing. Do you see that as a part of your future, or I'm not even thinking about going there?
Well, my thing wouldn't be attempting. Me actually know for play. So yeah, whatever. I mean, I don't really give that much thought as yet, but I wouldn't rule out something like that. You get what I'm saying? I still have a couple more years in track. I'm 27, so I have some time and some decisions to make, down the line. But for now, I'm really just focusing. And even if I don't get to play, my ultimate goal and dream is, to be a coach. That's where my passion is.
Yeah.
To help youths, maximize on their ability and talents.
Right. Okay. So you want to, part of your thing is to give back in terms of helping other youths in track and field or in football.
Yeah.
Or in football. So do you do that through your foundation, or you mean you're going to do that in terms of working with a school or working with a club or establishing something?
Yeah, working with a school. Establishing something, or coaching a school, or whatever the case is, wherever the opportunity is.
Okay. All right. That is interesting. So so the 400-meter hurdles is your favorite event, or is it the one that you believe you'll be more so? I'm just asking you, or is it the one you believe that you just did because you'd have had success in it, but if you had a choice, you'd have probably done something else? Is it? Yeah,
most definitely. If I grew, let me tell you, if I did grow like 2 inches out of high school, maybe I'll be doing 110. Because remember, we're on 12.9 in a high school, over the 110. So that's
what
good
height though? What height? Because
36, different height. So this is 36 inches. This was when under 18. So at the height below the professional height, I did 13.2. And that was with no training.
No training, 13.2.
Yeah, so I was focusing on the 4 hurdles. And
you stopped doing it?
Yeah, I was gonna say, remember
because you said the hurdles were too high.
High, yeah. So if I grow like 2 inches out of high school, I'd be a
but you look tall to me. You look like your Hansa Parchment is the same height.
Many read 6 feet. Me, I'm 5'11". Like 5'10", 5'11".
Really? Me ready to stand up beside Hansa Parchment.
Maybe you too short. I'm gonna stand up beside you short.
But even what's his name? Somebody heard Omar McLeod is not tall.
Yeah, but I remember I was saying before, you see, the more you do the drills, the more you drill it.
Yeah,
it will become more comfortable to you. Because me and McLeod probably on the same height, but I just
no man, you can't tell me that, man. You taller than McLeod, man.
No. Me and McLeod are on the same height.
No, somebody need to confirm that, because I'm certain that you're taller than McLeod. What's the name of the other hurdler, oh my God, he
Brad
enhanced Broadbell. You're
No, Brad
taller
Bell
than him,
way
man.
tall. No. Brad Bell tall like Hansel.
Me need to check them height up on Google or
Yeah.
something. We can't believe that. That thing is
Brad
so
Bell
short, man.
clear 6 feet. Brad Bell are like 6'3"
What?
or something like that.
What?
Yeah, man.
I see the people them tell us, man. The people them tell us you're taller than McLeod, man.
If my taller than McLeod is by a hair strand. I tell you, man.
I didn't know that. McLeod is all right. Somebody just type it.
1.8
McLeod is
meter.
1.8. Yeah.
Brad Bell is 6'2".
Okay, Broadwell tall then.
Yeah, me not reach 6 feet 8. Must talk 5'10", 5'11".
Next man to McLeod is 5 feet 8.
Me not believe that. When does that? No, me stand up when me see McLeod last year. And yeah, but all in all, if the only way Muda does, as I say, the height is not the issue. You just have to spend time doing the drills.
Yeah.
You know, because even last year in training, we used to set them out and do it. We used to set them out and do it. It felt all right, but you know, it just take a lot to perfect.
Well, someone is saying that you and I still don't believe this. Somebody said that he and McLeod is the same height. That is Shuffle Record saying that you are 1.8 and McLeod is 1.8. We have to sit two others stand up beside each other. That maybe because I think you're very tall.
No,
because when you and Damien stand up, both of you look like you're the same height.
Unless I grow a little since the last time I checked my height.
So Chulup's taller than you?
Yeah, of course. Chulup's are like 6'1". 6'1", 6'2".
All right, we need. When I see you again, I need to check on the height.
No problem.
Yeah, but that is interesting. But if you had a choice, that is the event you'd probably have did the 110 hurdles.
110, yeah, most definitely. Shorter, no lactic acid. Yeah. If them come tomorrow and say them I drop the hurdles 1 down, 3 inches down, gone.
Yeah. I think you could have been I always believe that I guess there are 2 hard events to do. Like I think you could have done 400 meters. I think if you did 400 meters, I think you would have been one of the Jamaicans with one of the best times.
Yeah, most definitely. It's just that me and 400, the only thing with me and 400 is that it's not my main event, so mostly only run 400 like at the start of each season. So once the season get rolling, I have to run my event. So I never really get to run a 400 when I'm really in shape. You get what I say?
Okay.
So yeah, it's more like you run 400 when I'm loaded. So like this past weekend, 46.4. It's not a fast time, but I run it when fresh. I mean, not fresh, but under load in a training, and it's just pretty much a training run. So that's my dilemma with 400 right now.
Yeah. Jaheel, a coach is just again saying that you have the technique, meaning the technique for the 110.
Oh yeah, for sure.
For the 110 hurdles.
That not going away.
Yeah. All right. Normally, just for fun, we normally have this thing where we talk about. I mean, if you were to pick, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there's some serious money on the line.
Yeah.
Right, and you have we're gonna give you a 7 aside, which includes a goalkeeper of persons you have played football with.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because you're a footballer, and we believe that you would have been, you could have gone on and done as well in football as you have done in track and field, and even better, given just your high school career. When I think about the fact that you can hurdle, your speed, your strength, your skill, you could have probably been playing in, like, you're the ideal Jamaican to go and play in England. Like, that sort of football suits you. All right? But so if you're going to do that, and then we're going to come back to Shuffle Records question. All right. Who would be in your team? No matter what condition, whether it's in Jamaica or the USA or it's in England, these are the 6 players along with you. You're taking to win millions and millions of dollars.
And these are people whom I play with, not against, right?
All right, if you play against them, yeah, I'll give you a couple of them that you play against. Go ahead.
All right, so keeper. I'm gonna pick Amal Knight. My right as well, me talk, so I can remember.
Yeah. Amal Knight in goal.
Yeah. Chulups. That are Damian Lowe.
We're going to play with him because he's playing CDM and we're going to play centre back.
Oh, no, he's a centre back for me. Centre back. He's a centre back for me. I'm going to go Chippy. Leon Bailey.
You played against him or you play with him?
Both.
Yeah? I didn't know that, but all right.
Junior Flemings.
Because, right, Junior Fleming was in the JC side that you played against. And you played under 17 together.
We play under 17 together. We play Kasafa together.
Okay.
That's what, 3 more.
So you,
me included. Oh, yeah. So me.
So you have to tell me where them playing. You can't just throw them on the field, you know. Because a three forward on the field already, you know, and a goalkeeper and 1 defender, you know.
we have all out attack. May I write them out first? Some would go Andre Lewis. LA.
Yeah, St. George is LA Lewis, yeah.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Somebody say Quefa.
Best close touch baller, scrimmage baller. So
who them call Quefa though?
Demar Rose.
Oh, Demar Rose.
Yeah, so that's my team.
Oh, because right, and Demar Rose play at Wolmer's now. Yeah. He was in that Wolmer's team.
Yeah.
And see, you know, pick Speedy.
I never play against Speedy or play with him.
Okay. So your starting 11 is Amal
Knight. Wait, say starting 11 or 7?
No, starting 7. Sorry. Amal Knight in goal.
Chulups.
1 defender.
Yeah, 1 defender. Listen, remember say 7 aside, 1 defender. I have 1 defender and you have 3 in front. Remember say 7 aside, you know. 3 in front.
When I say you do, pick your own brother.
Jamie no good.
We're gonna make you pick up on the team. What are they? Pick up on the team. Because I'm sure say you must can't find a space for your brother on the team.
No, sir.
So you have Amal Knight, 1 defender in Damian Lowe. 1 defender.
Yes.
LA Lewis, who is a finished player. Them man no tackle, you know. Demar Rose no tackle. Leon Bailey no tackle.
So yeah, we just all out. No, me.
Win the ball.
Remember say, me used to play left back, you know. My first position of football was left back, you know.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, we didn't know that.
My first position left back.
Oh, so you and Damian go play defense?
Yeah. So we have to have somebody where move work the wing, both wings.
All right. So you and Damian, a suspect you're going to put LA Lewis and Demar Rose in midfield.
Yeah.
And Chippy and Junior Fleming up front.
Yeah.
All right. I might say you'll get left back on the bench with this team.
I know, right? Too much attacker, I can't think of no defender.
Even that Wolmer's team, none of the defenders from that Wolmer's team.
Let me tell you whom I picked from the Wolmer's
Omar
team.
Wallace wasn't on the team.
No, so funny enough, Omar never played when me did it. He was at Wolmer's, but he never played. I don't know why. I think I don't know if I injured, but I know him did go away 1 year. And the year when he was supposed to play, he was hurt.
Oh, and Alex wasn't there either.
Which Alex?
Thomas.
Alex was a coach.
No, man, but even when in first time, he wasn't there.
No.
Yeah,
Alex now
okay.
Alex now in 40s now or early late 30s.
Big up Alex, you guy. I remember so old. Somebody else said Chavez Brooks.
Chavez, yeah, them people that helped me out. Yeah, Chavez. Sorry, I'm gonna pick over the team now.
Let's see who get dropped.
See, I'm Amal, right? Cause we have to balance out the team. You have Amal.
Renico Clark.
You have Amal. Let me see now. Amal, but I put Chavez, Chulup center defense.
Yeah.
You have a left back on him, Joel Cunningham.
Yeah, man. Joel Cunningham, a big Joel Cunningham, captain for Arnett. The one star power that you never ever called one in the squad.
Yeah, so that are the three. So that are four. So would I use one central, which would be would I put Demar?
So L.A. Lewis get dropped.
Yeah. And
Chippy and
me and Chippy or Chippy and Flemings.
No man, you can't either. Everybody have a pick to it. You have to drop somebody.
Well, I pick me and Flemings.
So, yeah.
We need people for run back and work.
So, you drop Chippy. Chippy just score for Arsenal, you know, brother.
Yeah, I tell him, I send him a message. I send him a face message. Beat my team.
Yeah, when I tell him, man. You want to beat my team, man.
Yeah, so that are the team.
Yeah, okay. Somebody's asking about Alex Marshall. The man can't fill up. The man have Woolman's ballers and if you full it up but George's baller.
Yeah, they must have 20 side a team, but I have to fill in everybody who needs to fill in.
Yeah, but so Chavez and Damian, Joel,
Demar, Mia
Junior Fleming, and Jaheel Hyde. Chippy on the bench, L.A. Lewis
on the bench.
on the bench.
And Chippy only on the bench because we need people for defense.
No, he's on the bench because he scored an Arsenal.
That too.
Yeah, but it's a pleasure. I don't know if you're watching, you see the number is there and you'd like to, we'll take a couple of calls if you want to wish Jaheel all the best as he prepares for the Olympics. Like I said, he says he goes to Bermuda and he runs there and then he comes to Jamaica on May the 11th for the Jamaica Invitational. Not just for him, he wants it to come out and support him. They all ask about Scaramouche.
Scaro from George's. Yeah, but we don't know space.
Yeah, that is Stewart.
Yeah, I can't pick Scaro because Scaro never beat me yet, so.
Yeah. So if you want, you can you can call in and you know wish him all the best and talk to him. But it is good having you on. Like I said, that you know I'm not saying that change your strategy, but like I said, you know it is a part of your strength, and I think it put athletes under pressure. So if you can now just fine tune how you finish and some strength. I didn't know that you were because when I didn't know that you were so sharp because when I look at Benjamin, Master. Those guys are tall.
Santos are like 6'5", 6'7".
Yeah, no, that you're telling me that your height is 5 something. I think the shortest one is Warhome.
Yeah, well, me taller than Warhome, like a little bit.
Okay. So it's not really height alone. It's strength because Warhome is not the tallest.
Yeah, Warhome is probably the biggest in terms of size.
Really? Even bigger than you?
Yeah, little.
What you don't like weights or you?
No, I guess I just my body built made up genetics. Can't get big.
Okay, all right, all right. Listen, man, it was a good conversation. Just hearing your story, knowing that you're in good health is also important. And Let me just ask this because we didn't find out when you left Woolmers, you went to Racers, right? Which
No,
is
sir. I never trained at Racers yet. My high school coach, same way.
but you were trained at UE, but not Racers.
No, man. My trainer at UE starting 2019. Now
Okay,
go to
but not in
O'Keefe
Racers.
Stewart. No, sir.
Okay. So is your high school coach who has been conditioning you all these years?
So I've stayed with him for 2 years after high school, 2 or 3. So he was working alongside with Bert Cameron. So it was both of them for the first year, and then just solely my high school coach.
Yeah.
And then I moved to MVP.
Okay.
And then I spent only like a year at MVP, then to O'Keefe up by UE.
Okay. Because I wanted to find out from you if you completed, like, just going to ask if you had completed your university studies because I thought you were at UE at the time. Yeah. Jaheel, I believe you're a better footballer than an athlete. My opinion still. Yeah, and then Mr. E says, great show. Happy to hear from Jaheel. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Bless up yourself, Mr. E.
And then Chippy going to say he planned on not playing anyways. No, we're not going to go there, no club.
Yeah, we're not going there.
Yeah. But the man, but we are both Arsenal fans. Tell the people what you think about tomorrow, given what you saw today. Borussia Dortmund coming back to beat. Will it be the same tomorrow? Because the teams that had victories in the first leg both lost.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, City, Real Madrid tie.
And Bayern tie.
Yeah. So what are your thoughts on one, Champions League tomorrow, and secondly, where the title race is going to go?
I mean, tomorrow we just have my thing with Arsenal. With Arsenal is made us not like how we play timid when it get tough. Like when it's supposed to grind out results, like all of them just go coward. So I just hope tomorrow that's not the case. And we hit the ground running from early, silence them from early, and just play football how we know to play. And as for the title race, I mean, it's out of our hands. We can only just hope.
Yeah.
We only can just hope on City for drop points, and also we keep winning, So there's not much you can say to that when it's not in your hands again.
I just feel like City has to be behind because I just feel like once they're leading,
it's hard.
Yeah, I just feel like it's over, man.
Well, I never say it's over, but there's 8 more games left for us, so 7.
No, 6.
6, yeah. So them have to win them 6 games and hope so the people them behind them not drop points. Do you think they might win 6 games in a row?
For the last few seasons, City, once they take the lead with 10 or under in terms of game, they have never been surpassed.
Well, that's true, but anything can happen. But as I say, I don't think too much about it because it's out of our hands. We just have to do what we have to do in the Champions League, what is in our hands,
Yeah.
Try to take the shame out of our eye.
Yeah, man. All right, so listen again, really, really want to say a big thank you to you because I know you are training and you had a family time. So to take the time and talk to the public, I think that is very good. And again, I encourage the people who are watching to share the video, like the video, also to make sure that you go out on May the 11th at the Jamaica Invitational. I am going to be there because I want to see what is going to happen out of lane 8.
Yeah.
You understand? We need to know who are some of the other athletes in that. You understand?
Oh yeah, I don't know the lineup yet.
Yeah. And then, but before that, you actually run in Bermuda on the 28th.
Yeah.
On the 28th. Yeah, man. All right, listen. Thank you for coming on. All the best. Like I said, we're looking forward to big things. Come the Olympics. I think this is the year. You're used to winning. I think this and the World Championship is probably the two eras where you need to get a title. You have done it at the Commonwealth, at the Pan Am, World Youth, World Juniors, all of those things. Carifta, champs. So this is where the titles have eluded you, and I hope this season you can knock off Paris of one of those things out of the bucket list. So thank you again, and all the best to you and the family, and all the best for the rest of the season, Jaheel.
Yes, man. Thank you, and thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man. You're welcome. Anytime. All right. So there you go, people. That was Jaheel Hyde, right? Story of inspiration. Like very, very talented. Like the disciplines: long jump, 110, 200, 400, 400 meters hurdles, right? That's 5 events. Goalkeeper, striker, left back, football coach. Listen, Commonwealth medal, Pan Am Games medal, World Youth, World Juniors, multiple Cariftas. Oh, and the list go on and on. At 27 years old. Absolutely fantastic. And I think sometimes we need to, when we hear these things, we need to applaud. We need to applaud our athletes. Yeah. For the hard work and the diligence and the commitment to the cause. He didn't take the easy way out. He said he wanted to make his own mark. He could have walked in his father's footsteps in terms of playing football, and maybe he'd have had similar success. But he created his own path, and he's leaving his own legacy. I want to thank you for watching, for tuning in. To I Am Sure Sports. These are the stories that inspire, the ones that we can, let our kids who are in sport listen to. I must also commend his family, and in particular his father, who could have insisted that his son played football. He played under 17 for the national team. And with all of that, his father, one of the when you talk about the history of Jamaican football, his father's name will forever be mentioned. But he still allowed his son to choose a sport. That's good parenting. Because it's not for our kids to try and create success in the areas that we were not successful. It's for them to find their own path and find their own success. You have yourself a wonderful rest of the evening. I am Management. This has been I Am Sure Sports. And as usual, when it gets to the end of our shows, we encourage you to hit the like button, subscribe, and share. But we also say, we are over, and we are OUT out of here.
Boom, check it out. I don't know it's Jason. I may represent for I Am Sure Sports. For the latest news and updates, check out I Am Sure Sports. Make sure you go to the YouTube channel, subscribe, and share. Jace representing I Am Sure. I Am Sure Sports.